Hello there. So, okay, I'm very excited today. I mean, I'm always very excited, but in particular, I'm very, very excited today. But just before I kind of get into what I'm going to be reviewing today, I just have to give you a little bit of info. So, rewind about a week ago, I was just lying in bed. I was just checking through my emails, and I had an email from a gentleman called Rick from TZ Cosmetix. I was like, TZ Cosmetix? Excuse me? So TZ Cosmetix maybe isn't a brand that if you ask someone on the street, if they knew them, they may not know them. However, if you shop on AliExpress, if you shop on Amazon or eBay, you may be familiar with TZ Cosmetix. They have some really, really good products. I've only tried one of them, but I have been recommended TZ Cosmetix quite a lot by you guys, and I have been eyeing up some of their products. But anyway, so to cut a long story short, he sent me an email asking if I would like to try out some of their products. You can only imagine what my face was like at that point. I was like, do I? And do you know what? I do get quite a few emails from different brands asking if I'd like to try out their products, but they always come like full of like restrictions and guidelines, like, do you want to try out our product? If you do, this is what you must do. You must put our name in the title. You must give us your firstborn child. You must not talk about vaginas. I mean, there's always so much like, you know, like guidelines about what you have to do. And I'm not down with that. Like, even if TZ Cosmetics had come into me with an email like that, I wouldn't have wanted to have been sent any of their products, because I want to be free to just test out the makeup and give my honest first impressions, because that's all I can do. I am virtually incapable of lying. I'm the worst liar in the world, and even if I could lie, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. You know, I could buy my own makeup if I want to. So anyway, so that's just a little bit of the story. So his email was just so polite, and he just said, look, do you want to try out some of my products? If so, let me know what you would like and I will send them over. I was like, yes, please, Rick, send them on over. Just so excited. So anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know all of this anyway. So he very kindly has sent me over a bunch of their products: eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, glitter, brushes. I've got so much to try, and obviously I don't want my channel to suddenly become like the TZ Cosmetics channel, but I will be trying out these products. Like, you'll see them popping up here and there. What I just want to say, which I don't feel like I necessarily need to say, but on my channel, like, so far, all of the makeup that I have ever tested out or reviewed, I've, you know, bought every single product. This is like the first time that I'm actually testing stuff out that I've been sent. I have been sent other makeup, but I've just never ended up testing it out because the makeup just doesn't really interest me. So it's not something I get excited enough about to film, and I have very limited time to film. Anyway, just bring me back to today, right? Okay, you're thinking, I might just fucking get on with it, but let me just tell you really quickly. Wasn't planning on filming today, but I managed to actually get the products today, and Honey's happened to be home because someone smashed his car window, so he couldn't go into work, so he's looking after Alex, and here I am anyway. So I'm here. Honey's is the best fiance in the world. He's like, Anwen, you go do your video, because he could tell how excited I was. He's like, Anwen, you go do your video, I'll get Alex to sleep. I was like, oh my gosh, definitely giving him a blowjob later. I mean, really, he deserves it. I am going to actually do a video showing you everything that I got, and then I'm going to let me know what you would like to see, so that I know what to film first. But today we're going to film what I want to do first, because goddamn, and by the way, I feel like this is a product that you would all be very excited to see as well. So today, by the way, I would show you all the other products, but already we're 4 minutes in and I'm still doing a fucking intro. I mean, really, I'm just so excited. This is the Aurora Borealis palette. If I ever had a daughter, I would want to call her Aurora. I think it's such a pretty name. Look at the packaging. It's sensational. I just think, like, if I could get my wall decorated with this, like, just pastel colour scheme, oh my gosh, like, I would be so... My vagina would be wet every time I looked at it, basically. But anyway, okay, so this is the palette. If I just open it up, as you can see, we've got 6 different highlighters. It just makes me think of, like, ethereal vaginas. I don't know why that, but ethereal, angelic. It's just fucking beautiful is what it is. As always, I'm going to be just going into this, giving you my full, honest first impressions. Also, I am going to be using a couple of brushes. Oh, look at this. Like, is this not just screaming Anwen? Look at this. I mean, this is totally something that I would buy, and I don't actually recall ever seeing this, so I feel like if I had have seen it, I definitely would have bought it. My brow would have popped off to space along with my pants. But anyway, so these are the brushes. They look absolutely gorgeous. So okay, so I'm going to use a couple of the brushes today. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use the fan brush, because let's face it, if it's not here to highlight, I don't know what is. I mean, really. Also, I am going to be trying out the rest of the brushes as I test out the other products further down the line, so I will be able to like test them all out and let you know what I think. But they do all feel very, very soft, and I just think the actual aesthetic is just sensational. So okay, so right, I'm going to begin with swatches. Let me just tell you this as well, right? I think part of the reason why Honey's kind of sent me upstairs to come and test this out was because he just saw like orgasmic glee in my eye when I swatched this shade. And I'm going to do it for you now, and I'm going to be able to hear your panties popping off. And if you're not a lady and you got Y fronts on, I will hear the Y fronts just snap. Okay, so are you ready for this? So I'm just going to swatch them all, and then we're going to apply. I know this is going to be like a really long video, so I do apologise about that in advance. Let's get into it. Right, so we're going to swatch this shade first. These feel like nothing. They've got really bizarre, like unique texture. Can you see that on my finger? Like, can you see what I mean? I don't think I've experienced like an actual formula like this. Like, I'm going to try not to talk so much, and I'm going to just try to show you so that you can see what I mean. But look, it's got a super duochrome kind of a look to it, and it feels like nothing as you kind of swatch it. It almost feels like, you know, a cream in a way. It's just silky smooth. So yeah, so this is like a purpley pink duochrome, and if I just do a swatch, oh my gosh, like look, it's one of these like magic disappearing highlighters, kind of like the double dimension ones by Primark. Like look, you can't see it. Where is it? Ba-bow. Oh, look at this. I mean, look at it. Like, I don't feel like I need to say anything. I'm just going to show you, and you can see for yourself, because this is just gorgeous. And I feel like this is going to be the kind of formula that's going to be really, really complimentary on, you know, like textured skin, which I do have. I'm going to put my hair back because it's just, I don't know, it's fecking me off right now. And I just want all the focus to be on the beautiful highlighters. So, okay, let me just pop. Where's my hair bubble? Like, what did I do? I threw it down. I was in such an excited rush to get the video done. I've just thrown it to the ground. Okay, so this is the first one. Next, we're going to go into this slightly kind of, it looks like yellowy. So again, if I just kind of rub. Oh, I say yellowy. It's like gold. It's like yellowy gold. Oh, look at that, guys. Right, again, I'm going to try not to say much because I'm sure you're going to get really sick of me screeching. Look at that. Oh, guys, like, I didn't think they would be this good. I didn't know what I expected from the looks of the palette. I knew it was going to be pretty damn sexy, but I didn't think this sexy. Okay, next we've got this shade, which is, it's kind of like a very light pink. Oh, God, guys, like, literally, I'm just dying. This is killing me right now. So this one, again, it looks very similar to the first one. It's not, I'm wondering, did I swatch this one before? I'm just all in. Oh, look at that, guys. So this one is slightly more purple, I feel. This one's slightly more blue. You've got purple and you've got yellow gold. Guys. This is amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. Right, okay. Next, we're going to go into the peach shade. So, oh, God, they feel so soft. And I'm going to go into the, it looks kind of greeny in a way. So, okay, we've got greeny and we've got, like, that was that the peach one? Okay, anyway, it kind of looks like a rose gold. So I'm going to just go up in here for that shade. That's pink. Okay, it's amazing. Like, in the pan, you can't really tell what they are. And they all look very similar. But then when you swatch them, they actually look very, like, different. Where can I swatch this one? I'm going to swatch it here. Oh, Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. So this one is almost like a light green. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Like, I've never seen anything quite as beautiful as these right now. Okay, so we're going to go in with the last one. I'm just going to make sure my fingers are nice and wiped. So we're just going to go in with this shade next. And this one, oh, it's like an icy. It's an icy pearly silvery delight. Look at that. Oh, guys. Like, I don't want you to ever think, oh my gosh, and when we sent this, and that's why she's raving about it. Look at this, right? Look, guys, just look at this. I hope that you can see right now that this is one hell of a stunning palette. Like, look at this. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh, I don't know where to put it. Like, I want to put it there. I'm gonna put it there. I know this swatch is a bit odd, but oh, look at that. I know that's an odd swatch, but goddamn, holy vaginas, just slap my ass and call me Peter. I mean, look at this. Okay, so guys, and do you know what I will say? Like, if you look at them in the pan, like, you can see like differences. So you can see this one's yellow, and you can see this one's a little bit green. But I feel like you might look at this and think, well, like the shades all look very similar. Are they actually different? But I think, like, clearly from the swatches and from this one here, you can see that they actually all do look very different when swatched. So it does say, because I read up like the descriptions on Amazon, and it does advise that you can apply with a brush or with your finger. I have a feeling that because of how smooth these are, silky, I feel like they're going to apply really well with my finger, just because to me they're more of a creamy kind of feel. So I'm going to try with a brush, but then if that doesn't give me the results that I want, I'm going to go in with my fecking finger. So I'm going to begin with, oh my gosh, spoilt with choices right now. Okay, I'm going to begin with this one up here. I'm just going to use this brush. I don't really tend to use fan brushes an awful lot, I must say. They're kind of not my favourite tool. I like more of a dense kind of highlight brush because I like to get all of the highlight on there, and I sometimes feel like these fan brushes don't really, and I don't really like this fan brush. Like, sorry Rick, I'm not really a big fan of this because it's a little bit flimsy. Like, I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of fan brushes anyway, but this one, I mean, it's got it on my face, but not as much as I would want, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try another brush that TZ Cosmetics sent. I'm not quite sure what this brush would be used for, but I'm going to go in and just, I mean, it's got weight to it as well, which I'm liking, but I'm going to just go in with this one just to see if this will pick up, you know, any more of the product. So if you just heard like a grrr, that was my tummy rumbling because I've not had any breakfast, not had any lunch. But do you know what? I do not care right now. I do not care. Okay, so gosh, guys. Right, okay, so this highlight, as I suspected, looks really, really complimentary on textured skin. I've got fine lines, you know. I've got like just textured skin, but it just looks smooth. It actually looks like I'm glowing pink right now. I'm glowing pink. Like, Honeys and I were having a conversation the other day. Like, imagine if you, like, some people were just born with pink hair, and I was saying that would be fantastic. And now I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if we were born like glowing pink? Can you see that? Again, I'm going to try not to talk too much because I want the focus to be on what you can actually see, you know, so you can decide for yourself how bombastic they are. But let me just say, fecking bombastic, if that, guys. I definitely like this brush. I think this brush is great because it's kind of like domed and it's very soft, and you can like pick up the product on the side and you can get a really accurate kind of, you know, placement. So I'm really liking this. I just wasn't too keen on this one. I just found that it was a little bit too, like, it wants to do its own thing a little bit, you know. But this is beautiful. Okay, so next I'm going to go in on the other side. Believe me, I'm going to get all 6 on my face, even if I have to like blend Honey's face and maybe Alex's face. All 6 of these will be going on faces today. That's for sure. Okay, so next I am extremely intrigued to try this yellowy gold shade out because I just think it looks so unique. Like, I don't think I've ever tried a highlighter quite this this shade before, so I'm just going to, by the way, if you can see any smoke flying about, I've got a little incense on over there, and I just could see smoke flailing, and I was thinking, they're going to think I'm smoking a big doobie or something, and I'm not, I promise. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this yellow on, and it is definitely like, it's almost like the formula is so kind of fine. It's not even finely milled, because I don't think of it as a powder, but it's kind of like you're putting on a powder that turns to cream. Can you see that? Can you see? On my face right now. I mean, the light is terrible outside. I feel like, you know, when I've got a little bit of money saved up, I'm definitely going to get a better camera. I'm going to get a better laptop. I'm just going to get a better everything so that you can really see. I wish you were here right now, guys. Why can you not be here right now? I mean, literally. Can you see? It doesn't look like a powder. Like, when I say, like, it's kind of like I'm glowing pink and I'm glowing yellow. I'm just applying a little bit more. I mean, really. Okay, she's going for it. You know what? It doesn't look like a powder. You know, like with highlighters, sometimes they look like powders that sit on the face. This, let me show you what this really reminds me of, right? Okay, so the formula of these reminds me of the Extra Dimension Skin Finish by MAC, because this, let me just do a swatch of this, like it's so similar. So this, again, it doesn't feel powdery. Can you see on my finger there? And if I just kind of swatch this, let's just go here. Do you see what I mean? It's got a very similar kind of, although the MAC one does look quite powdery. And let's face it, compared to the TZ Cosmetics, I mean, to me, there's just no comparison whatsoever for the wet look sheen. The closest formula that I could compare it to, by the way, I hope the lighting has not gone awful. It's grey outside, it's miserable, it's been hailing. But, okay, so I'm next going to put a little bit of the green shade on top of this yellow. Oh my gosh, like this maybe, I mean, I don't think I need to say this, but it's kind of not, oh God, guys, I hope that you're seeing this right now. I hope that you're seeing it as it really is right now, because it's stunning. I feel like as the light changed as well, can you see like a little bit better, like the different colours maybe? And like, can you see that there's no powder kickoff whatsoever? There's no powder. It's just such a unique formula that is so forgiving on textured skin. I cannot emphasize that enough. So next I'm going to go in with a little bit of this shade down at the bottom, and I'm just going to go over this. Can you see? Oh gosh, why can't I film this on a day when there was actually sun out? I feel like these give you that total kind of wet look sheen. Oh my gosh, the lighting is the worst it's ever been today. I mean, it's miserable outside, and I feel like this is just not showing the highlighters in their best light. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. But I'm sure I'll be popping up lots of pictures on the gram, and you can see, look at this. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with this silvery shade. Oh my gosh, let's have a look and see. I'm just going in with my fingers now, because I feel like, I like the brush, I love the brush, but I feel like the fingers is just, you know, next level, like, application. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and I'm going to pop a little bit just on my nose. Look, can you see what I mean? A wet look sheen of that. It just looks wet. It looks like a wet nose, like I've had it nuzzled in my vagina. I mean, no, don't say that. I don't say that. And not nuzzled in your vagina, but pop some down there. Why not? When in Rome, I mean, really, let's just do it. Oh my gosh, right. So I love the palette. I mean, I love the palette. I'm really annoyed at the fact that it's just looking like the world's going to be ending outside. And I know the lighting of this is just going to be like some of the worst lighting ever that has ever happened in a video ever. So I'm really, really sorry about that. I hope it's just not got in the way of how beautiful these highlighters actually look, because they're sensational. I mean, the formula in this palette is unlike any other formula that I've tried before with any other highlighters. As I said, you just kind of, you know, you swipe your finger in there. There's no powder kickoff. And look at it. Just look. look at the Wet Look sheen. I just feel like I don't really need to say anything, just like show you. But if you like these duochrome shades, this is definitely a palette that I do not think you'll be disappointed in, because it's just sensational. And I actually feel like, you know, you couldn't really go wrong just applying, you know, with your finger. Look at my chin right now, oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't think you would go wrong. You know, I'm putting it everywhere. I mean, why? Oh my gosh, look at this. Why not just apply it everywhere with your fingers? Okay, so I'm going to bring this review to an end. Oh no, I'm not. I mean, who am I right now? No, I'm not. I'm just a bit down about the fact that the lighting is terrible, but do you know what? It cannot rain on my parade, because I am just, look at this. Can you see? Look at my forehead right now. Oh my gosh. Is that not like the sassiest forehead you've ever seen? I wish I was eloquent enough to be able to actually describe like the actual formula and look of these highlighters. Like right, you know what I said? It makes it look like you're glowing from the inside. The reason why I say that is because there's no trace of like powder in, so it makes it looks like part of your face or part of your skin. Do you know what I mean? And then like at some angles, they've got that like double dimension situation going on, whereby they're like a true duochrome kind of situation, because in some lights you can't really see them, but then in other lights it's like, yes, I've come to town and I'm ready to party. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave it there. I think it's very clear to see how much I love this palette. I say in terms of like the shades in the palette, it's very reminiscent of the Moonchild by ABH, the Alchemist palette by Kat Von D. I only have the fake ones of those, but it's, you know, along the same kind of lines. Also the Blacklight palette by BH Cosmetics. So it's that kind of duochrome, just beautiful, angelic, unicorn kind of highlight. Formula though, for me, is what really makes this palette like super special and super unique. Look, there's no powder like fallout whatsoever. And just for me, that kind of, look at that, the Wet Look sheen. I mean, I'm just going to just throw up again the finger swatches so you can see. I mean, it's absolutely sensational. This formula is what I want all of my highlighters to be. Definitely 100% recommend this palette. I can't wait to try out the other TZ Cosmetic makeup that I've got. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that, like, I was a little bit concerned, you know, with like accepting the makeup, because I thought, will people, I don't know why. I just feel like, you know, on YouTube, like, there's a lot of haters. I'm sure you've noticed. Luckily I don't really get many on my channel, but I feel like there's this real kind of black cloud around, you know, people being sent makeup. And I just want to reassure you, I know that I probably don't need to, but I just feel like I just want to say, you know, even though I've been sent this makeup, it will not affect my review, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much to TZ Cosmetics for sending this palette to me. I really do appreciate it, and I just wish that the lighting was better so that you could see it in all of its fabulous glory. But as I said, I will be throwing up many pictures on the gram, I'm sure. I'm going to leave you all to the rest of your day. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, probably the next video regarding TZ Cosmetics will be showing you like the haul, like showing you everything that I got, and then we all know what we have to play around with, and I want you to let me know which things you would most like to see. So anyway, I'm going to go now, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with more.